Hey, we love that umbrella guy. All right. Thank you.
Police or zombie problems? Your tortoise won't stop breakdancing?
Try blue tape.
The miracle of our age. Yay!
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThATuMBRELLAgUY. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me, or I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me, or I'm a...
You know what? I talk to your mayor.
Deceive, hiding from the lawsuits, a new trick up your sleeve. Paperwork, flimsy truth, taking a dive. Drowning paperwork, then buried alive. Fraudulent baller, playing the game. Dodging the heat while fueling the flame. Thinking you slick? Now we see through the scheme. Bankruptcy, fraud, that's stealing the dream. Stacks of life folded, origami finesse. You're bleeding broke, but your dollar screams success. Got the 56K, the attention, the barn go sweet. But in court you crying, I can't make ends meet. Heavy face of loose, gavel about to drop. Your lies are crumbling, your case is a flop. Fake tears streaming, crocodile flow. But the fraud you pulling, everybody knows. Fraudulent dollar, playing the game. Dodging the heat while fueling the flame. Thinking you slick? Nah, we see through the scheme. Bankruptcy, fraud, that's stealing the dream. Money trail messy, footprints in the sand. Everybody watching, receipts in their hands. Lawyers on your neck, think you know what a scheme. But your team discussed it all on their live stream.
Now you're posting up balloons about selling your jewelry? The jewelry you did great. Are you kidding me? 3 cellular providers not produced in Discovery. Are any of those brain cells on?
You lied to the court and left your donors misled, saying 6K was for fighting when you'd already fled. Winning the case, this is only delays. A courtroom race and you running relays.
Stop selling jewelry. Stop taking out loans. Seriously, stop.
What's up, folks? How's it going today? Welcome to a brand new day of crazy as we flip sides of the screen.
Yeah, I was on the wrong side.
That's hilarious.
I'm back.
Yeah.
What happened? Anything?
What happened indeed? What happened indeed? Well,
I bet it was super slow, right?
yeah, totally. Yeah, you missed nothing as always. You know, totally nothing.
Totally nothing.
There was no 45-minute video you missed out on. Oh my God. It's been crazy all the way in until you get, I think honestly, until you broadcast again, I think it stays crazy. So I think when you leave all the way back until you get onto a stream, I think it stays nutty.
Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe
Uh,
it's just nutty all the time. I mean, who's to say, really?
uh,
But I'll tell
uh,
you what's nutty. Did any of you watch Jeremy Hales' latest video of that storage unit that he found in Pennsylvania? Because holy cow, you guys, all I got to tell you is if you haven't seen it, you got to watch it. I've never seen anything so crazy in all my life. He found thousands of dollars in a safe. Oh, you got to watch it. It is.
Finding a freaking fortune. It's
It is
wild.
wild. It will pay for exactly one more motion, probably.
That's what it
All right,
feels
that's not funny. I'm sorry, Jeremy.
Oh Lord. Sad. That is like kind of the truth in its own way, though. The court is so nuts, man.
I know.
Oh, but I mean, now he had his hearing, for Ohio. That was a that was a barn burner. That was an interesting one to listen to. All the discussion about that, and
Yeah.
then we get some new bankruptcy stuff today.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
the
God.
bankruptcy stuff is really interesting. I'm interested in both of the Ohio. So the Ohio case and the bankruptcy case. Far as I understand, Ohio has just been pushed out till when?
What was
Do we
that?
know the date?
Yeah, they mentioned a date, but I slipped in December, maybe December something. I don't remember. I'm getting
All
all
right,
these
December.
dates. They're all mixing together, or I can't remember.
Well, right before the show, which often happens. I don't know why this happens, but it often happens. We have a plan to talk about something, and then right at like 6 p.m., 5:30, whatever, there'll be a new bombshell filing.
I got to write her real quick. What's up, Kayla?
What's up? I'm playing on the mobile phone.
Yeah, she had my other phone. Yeah, somebody has commandeered. I've been letting her play a couple of games on my other phone. She's
Nice.
yes, she thinks it's the greatest thing ever. All right, we'll go play. Go have fun. But she's the only downside I'm noticing is she's like, oh man, look, I noticed this brand new game, Dad. I wanted to ask you, can I get you to download it so I can check it out? And I'm like, no, no.
I used to have good ratings. Good ratings are the best, right?
Yeah.
You
yeah.
put a lot of good games on.
I did. So go have fun with her. All right.
I'm gonna play Swanky.
Okay.
Just called Swankies and Mr. Black took over, but look at all these Swankies.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Go.
This is a Swanky.
I'm glad you. I get it. You can show me later.
Look, this is a Swanky.
Okay. Well, you can play with it for a little bit.
Show you later.
Yeah, you can show me later, but you better go have fun with it before it's time to put it up. And hey, watch walking up the steps with your pants like that. You're gonna have falling down the steps like that. Like, close my door. She's got her pants like all the way around.
Oh
her
yeah,
foot.
I have these conversations every day. Every day.
Yeah, I know. As a parent, like anybody who hears you saying it, they're like, "Yeah, I know exactly." What
Yeah,
you're
I
doing
know
right
exactly
there."
what you're talking about. Yep. Mhm.
Yeah.
All you have to hear is the thump, 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 thump once, and
Oh,
you know
God.
that's somebody fell down the stairs. And it always.
Yeah.
I'm always begging my kids, don't wear socks in the house unless they're the grippy kind, because we have wood floors, and if
Yeah,
you wear
right.
socks on the stairs, wood stairs, your feet are going to go out from underneath you. It's going to happen. Like it's
Well, we have
literally going to
Preston,
happen
but
every time.
she'll slide on her butt because it's fast. She can move down the steps like, it's really fast. But I'm like, you make the steps slick,
Yeah.
It's like after like a day and a half of her sliding down the steps. I mean, it's like walking on ice sometimes. I'm
Yep.
like, this is insane. But anyway, you were talking about right before the show, something crazy happening.
So right before the show, you get an email drop and it's like, oh my God, this is so great. We have to change the show. Change the show. So we
Well-
have the bankruptcy document from the
Oh yeah, this is
spicy.
something else.
It is so spicy. You guys are going to love it.
Oh my God. I was just like, wow. Hey, by the way, before you left, did you see that LP? You remember her permanent jewelry welder thing?
Oh, yeah, I saw that she sold that for pennies
Yeah.
on the dollar. That thing is worth twice what she got for it.
Oh yeah. So somebody pulled up the price on it, the actual price, and it was like $1,039, and she did. She sold it for $500. Yeah.
You know, she must not have bought that herself. Somebody bought it for her, and this is classic Lynette. What she does, she will get these gifts given to her, and then she turns around and resells them for cash.
That's madness, man.
And she started a new Amazon gift list for HG, by the way.
Maybe she needs to go after that money those cows like raised in the name of her kid. Maybe that's the way to go. You know, just to say, because they did.
I'm starting to think she doesn't deserve it. I'm starting to think. I don't think because all she does is look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm getting real sick of it.
I don't think she personally deserves it, but I think it wasn't given to the cows there. It was given to the kid. So
that's how it seems. But they're determined to say that no, it was meant for them to do what they wanted with it. And unless that community gets upset, and unless that Only Me does something and actually, puts in a statement with the cops, I don't know how it gets better for her.
What was funny, by the way, while you were gone, that was one of the things too. He decided to. Write,
I heard he was whining at you.
Yeah. So I was like, well, while you're whining, why don't you write this out then? Be a man about it. And I wrote him until that. You know what? He hasn't whined to me since then. So
interesting.
I'm hoping he's writing that thing out. Maybe putting a little thought into it.
I mean,
seriously. Yeah. Otherwise, it's not just him. This is what bothers me with it, because it's not just him. His inaction is allowing them to do this to other people. And he says that he's standing up for, families and indigent people and shit. Well, man, how many of those people do you think that are being conned fit that criteria?
And they're about to do it again to a new family for Christmas. Can you believe these people are going to do it again? I will be very surprised if they're able to raise any money, though.
Richard is Santa.
Oh, God. Can you imagine hiring an ex-felon extortionist? Well, not even an ex-felon, just a felon extortionist to be Santa Claus. Oh, by the way, who also makes pornographic stuff. I mean, come on.
And it's docs children and families and shit,
It's like, Santa Doxer.
That'll be great, Don't get coal in your chimney.
You don't get coal, you get swatted.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. Yeah, you get a SWAT team sliding down your chimney.
SWAT team slides down the chimney.
Oh, no. By the way, too, so I'm gonna be a semi-vague in this, okay? Because I don't want to give any certain people love here, but as far as crazy people entering this insanity, there is another person that is now entered.
Right.
I'm not going to name them, but they are. We are talking about
an internationally wanted criminal.
Yes, real criminal, like makes threats, does all kinds of crazy
wanted
shit
for stalking, like literally has a warrant out for his arrest. If he steps foot in this country, he will be arrested and thrown in jail.
Yep, and they have joined in with the ecosystem. So,
that person has been harassing Jeremy Hales for the last. I'm not sure how long, but for a couple days at least.
Yeah, well, that's wild and crazy. It's like, are you kidding me? I also wonder, like, who's footing the bill for these people? All of, this person, because they keep bringing in worse and worse folks.
Worse and worse.
And of course, they feel emboldened to do it. I mean, nobody stopped them. That's the thing,
We're allowed to talk about what happened with the process server too. That this is all kind of related, but Eugene, the process server who has been working on getting paint chips served, got a phone call after he tried to call paint chips a couple of times, just asking him if he would just accept service. And he called him back. Paint Chips called the process server back, where he screamed and screamed at him and said, why the fuck would I ever agree to being served? And if I'm going to make your life a living hell, and I'm going to tell people that you did things to little children. And then within 5 minutes of hanging up the phone, there was an article on one of his crappy websites accusing Eugene of being a child, you know what?
Yeah, wow. Real journalists there, aren't they?
He said, I'll make your life a living hell if you try to serve me. So now we know, remember the one, well, there was like the one process server he ran away from.
Mm.
And then that guy like just disappeared and wouldn't serve him again. I wonder what he said to that person.
That's just wild. Threatening people, like that. I mean, just threatening them off,
Oh, and then publishing flat out defamation on a website after saying you're going to do it. I'm going to accuse you of being a child, you know what? A PDF file. And then doing it, like literally doing it.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what they do, man. That's absolutely what they do. Because they lie. It's the same thing that happened to Mr. Hales. The exact same thing, You will do what I want or else.
Yeah, or I'll destroy your reputation.
I'll
call you these vile things in public. Like, it's weird. It's weird how this is just a thing that these extortionists do.
Well, I mean, they practice straight up life ruination tactics. Like I said, for my life, I don't give a fuck. Like, you think I ain't played in the pool with bigger fucking sharks than these people? Come on, man. I've settled down with like real character assassins, the real legit types with, Hollywood money behind them, a fat fucking loser and his pals. Don't scare me at all. But, the thing is, again, I don't have these people. I don't have a business again, my business is making fun of losers. So, I mean, it behooves me. But for Hales, like, again, I don't have them living across the street from me either. So.
Right. Yeah. When you have them living across the street from you, it gets dicey.
Yeah, and they make real threats. I mean, they are making like legit threats. They've made quite a few of them. And of course, the same place that won't follow up with the protective order, they don't follow up with that stuff either, even though, I mean, legit. Okay, well, freaking felons making threats. Okay, well, can't do anything about that. Okay.
Unreal.
Somebody doesn't understand how transcripts work either. Yeah, I'm going to make fun of something real quick before we do anything. Let me pull this up here.
Can't wait.
Oh, God. So last night, they were like, Tug mentioned something about me saying Bruce's name 27 times. Oh, my God, you wouldn't count it? Yeah. There's
something called a word counter.
Yeah. You see this
Don't
little thing?
tell them.
Push it.
Don't tell them. They think that you count words. That's hilarious.
It's amazing. No, I've got to make fun of them for it. I need to make fun of them for it. I've got to. So you see that little button? See Bruce? And there's 8 results. Now, again, it doesn't, like, you have such a mush mouth that sometimes it messes up. Like, it thinks, when she says Michelle, sometimes it thinks Mooshell.
Mooshell.
It's Mooshell. But, oh, what a weirdo.
I remember that.
Oh, they were so bad about everyone. And then they were like, they were just like, oh, my God, I hate everybody. And then they're like, oh, yeah, I'm just laughing at them, actually.
No, okay, sure. Whatever you say.
That's the other thing you missed out on. You weren't here for was the Bruce getting thrown under the bus.
I think I heard something about that. I listened to the clip of it. Was that the one where Fleabag was going on and on about how Bruce won't take her calls or talk to her anymore?
Yeah. And then the next day,
what did she expect? Really? What did you expect, Fleesa? The guy is a scumbag. You really expected, like, he told you he was going to represent you for free? How could you believe that?
We also told them they wouldn't be sued.
I love that part, that he told them they wouldn't be sued. That's really funny.
Well, I liked it because it gave me a reason to dig back out that mail from Slug and Dave,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
where Bruce sent them, and it's like right there in the top
Oh
line.
my
You know,
God.
love it. I actually found it. I still haven't closed it out, so I'm going to bring it up again. I love bringing it up. I have a reason to bring it up again. I love it. He's like, guys, you're not going to get sued. What else can I say?
Wow. Wow.
Oh my God. He
Were there more
promised
of
them.
these? Were there more of these? I feel
Oh,
like,
yeah.
did we get all of these?
Yeah. We got a bunch.
Who was concerned about getting sued in the first place? Do we
Well,
have
this was
the
to,
stuff that
I mean, you
get re-
notice this is to Dave. So there's Slug. It was tagged to both, but apparently Dave was the front target on it.
Mhm.
What's up, kiddo? What's up? You want me to take the phone? Is that
No.
what you said?
Look he is right now. Look at this box.
Yeah. Well, you better go play with it.
Look at
Better
what
get some time. Oh, you want me to have it? Okay, thanks. That looks too fun. I want to play it.
happened.
Yeah, here, I'm gonna play it for the next 2 hours. Okay.
My 2 hours.
Where's your 2 hours? Well, I don't know. You're down here. You better go have fun real quick. I told you could play while I'm on my stream, so you better go have fun.
What's that?
What's what? What are you pointing at? I don't know. I can't get up. What is it? What did you see? Is it alive?
No, I don't.
Okay, as long as it's not alive. She's like, what's that? One time she did that. A giant spider ran across the floor. I was like, oh my God. So,
Where's my pen?
yeah, you should say, hey, what's that? I think it's my pen. You should clarify that for me when you're doing
Especially in a house full of
Yeah, but
spiders.
I don't know what it
Well,
when the
we get them from
bottle
the
comes
garage
up.
sometimes, you know. All right.
Do you like
Did
it?
you ever find that one
Yeah.
that went
Oh,
AWOL?
no, never. I think it went to the beehive wall, you know, where the bees like to come back. It's probably, I'm hoping it's living in the wall,
just
killing them,
ladybugs.
you know.
Just ladybugs in the walking.
One
Here's
day
what-
you're gonna find like a
Look at
giant web.
Are they in there again? Those stupid ladybugs. Gross, man. I hate those things. Are they back?
Are they the yellow ones?
Yeah.
The
You know, those
Japanese beetles?
stinky ones? Yeah. Those are
Yeah.
gross. Yeah.
Are
I
the
vacuumed
yellow
them up.
ones?
I know. I
Yeah.
have a lot of them too.
Well, don't go in there.
The red ones or the yellow ones?
Okay. Well, you can stay down here, but you have to give me your phone forever.
No!
You better go there.
Tell her she better run.
The yellow ladybugs or the red
Well, get your letter.
ladybugs?
I'll hear
Which
like
one
thump, 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 and then
the yellow
down the
ladybugs
stairs.
or the red ladybugs?
It's probably
so
it's the
chatty.
stinky ones. Don't mess. I think they're yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a ladybug.
They're pretty. I know you love yellow, but those things don't touch them because they will make they'll stink your freaking room up too. Don't bring them in there.
I will check for those yellow ladybugs.
Yeah,
and
well, you
I
better.
will pour
I bet there's some in your room. You better go check and see if they've taken over your room. You know, and if they haven't, you better shut the door or they'll be coming in your room. I got her to go there. Yeah, you better look. Shut the door too. I don't want them down here. Thank you. Yeah, they got her. She was like, "Oh, getting in my room."
Not my room.
Yeah, we get those stupid things every year. You know, used to you never get them, and then it is those Japanese beetles. They look
Yeah,
like
they're
ladybugs.
invasive.
Mhm.
They're everywhere.
And, God, we used to have this one house that they would take over an entire wall. You'd have to go out there and bomb the entire wall. I mean, one
Jeez.
time I went out there, the first year they did it. They'd never done it for ever. And then one year I went out and you couldn't see the wall. It was just all of those bugs. I was like, oh my God, you know. So I hate those. But they like to get in the living room here. So I go in and vacuum them up because I hate them. I usually am nice about any other insect, but I hate those things so bad. What's funny
I
is my
put up
oldest
with
daughter.
them once. I put up with them once for one season, and they multiplied so many
Oh yeah.
that I'll never do that again. It was gross. It was like an entire corner crawling with them, and I was like, "Oh, nope, not
What-
doing that
what's-
again."
What's funny is my oldest daughter, she's like, she loves bugs. So she's like, no, don't kill them. And she grabbed a couple and then she smelled, where they stink. And she's like, oh my God, and threw them down. She's like, get rid of them. I was
Never mind, kill 'em.
They're stinky. Yeah, stinking bugs. Get out of here.
Funny.
No, but this was with that. You see Dave right there as the first name. I also remember, going back through this, something I'd forgotten is he also told people if they got struck that he would put his name as legal representative for any YouTuber, not just them, any YouTuber appealing. Appealing by Hales, Veteran Nation, or others. Now you got people like Volpe falling under his own weight. You got Luthman, and so is he still volunteering his services?
I don't know. It's a good question.
It's kind of funny.
It seems like he's kind of checked out. Like he doesn't want anything to do with any of this.
He's been around somewhat, but the way they talk about him, he's abandoned them. And
that's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, because he promised them wealth and, fortune and people watching and all of this and no lawsuit. Of course, they would never be sued.
Unbelievable. I don't know where he gets off thinking that. Like, where does he get off thinking that he can speak for Jeremy Hales? That, yeah, he'll never sue you. How does he come to that conclusion?
That really sounds like legal advice to me.
It does. But of course, he knows that these people are too stupid and too poor to come after him for that. They won't sue him.
And also the bar is too lazy to do shit about anybody.
Yeah, the bar doesn't do shit. We've seen that. The bar is so
corrupt, man. They're corrupt. I mean, when you look at what had to happen with like Lips to get to the point where she got to retire in lieu of. Look at how bad it was.
Yeah, they're very, you know what I think it is? Sometimes I don't even think it's corruption. I think it's laziness. I think they're lazy. They don't act unless they absolutely have to. And that's what takes so damn long. And it's a real shame because there's people out there wielding legal licenses like a weapon, harming innocent people. And they just let it happen. And it happens on their watch.
And what you learn in there too is when they do something about it, all that means is the person then gets to act without any type of oversight. So
right. Again, that's probably another something they take into consideration, which is like, well, do we turn them out on their own without a license to then continue doing this pro se, or do we keep an eye on them? But if you're not going to sanction them, if you're not going to discipline them, then what is the difference?
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing. Check this out, by the way. Somebody posted this. I thought this was interesting. I'd forgotten about it. So, talking about the new versus old RV, somebody posted this discussing about the bankruptcy.
What is with that font?
People get to personalize their fonts.
God, I hate that. Listen, folks, do me a favor. Just change your font back to a readable font. Is that Comic Sans? Oh, I can't take it. I hate it.
Actually, you know what, folks? Oh my God! So there was this rumor I heard, and I wanted to see if this was true or not. Okay, so I heard that you went to the wedding, of course, but as part of it, I heard there was a secret meeting that went on. It went on with I don't want to use their name. I'm just going to say an ex-best friend. And apparently, wait, no, let me finish. And that person, apparently you all couldn't meet at the Men's Warehouse or whatever he lives in or something, because he got kicked out of it. So you all had to meet at like a Chuck E. Cheese or something.
Oh, am I supposed to go play along with this fairy tale?
Are you telling me that's not true?
Because I heard just J-Hip. I was just on Rosalind's 5,000 subscriber celebration stream, and just Jay said something like that too. And I was like, what the fuck are you on about? What are you talking about?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Look, there's another source. Jay obviously has a source.
He says I met up with Vomit in Chicago. Listen, folks, I'd rather die. I'd literally rather get hit by a train, a metro train, one of the big ones, and be split in half than ever meet with that man ever again. So you can assure yourself I was not doing that.
Well, I'm going to reveal something now. You actually had an air tag on you the whole time. And no, I'm just kidding.
No, I was at the bar drinking lemon drops with my dad. And my dad got super, super lit, and he was I heard he was blaming me on the way out the door, and it was all my fault. And I didn't even see him to say goodbye. I don't know where he went, but apparently my husband was half carrying him to the car. And he was yelling about me the entire time. I got to call him. My sister
Well,
says he's fine. Don't
Had
worry,
you looked
folks.
under the table, you would have found out.
He says it's my fault because I gave him one. And I'm like, yeah, I gave you one. No one said you had to have 5. Oh, he had beer too? Yeah, my husband just said he had beer too. See, it's his fault. It's not mine. He likes to blame me for these things, though, because apparently I introduced him to the lemon drop and I shouldn't have because he liked it. He's 84. He's 84. He can drink what he wants now.
Yeah. He can blame who he wants at 84.
And he can blame who he wants. Yeah.
That's right. You know what?
Apparently, I'm in the doghouse.
Dude, if I get to 84, I'm gonna be the countryest old bastard ever. I'm just gonna every morning I get up, like right when I stretch, I'm gonna scream, "Get off my lawn!"
Yep,
that's
that
all
pretty much describes my dad. Yep,
Yeah.
that's all he does all day long.
It
Is complain.
sounds like a wonderful person. It sounds great. I love it.
And blame people for shit. It's funny.
See, that's what I strive for. So he sounds like my idol.
He's made it. He's made it.
I mean, hey, when you make it to that point, like I said, you get to do all that wonderful stuff.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah. And every day when I wake up too, I'll be like, this day would be a great one, but it won't because of Jeremy Hales. I'll blame Jeremy every day. That'll be my new one.
Blame Jeremy. Yep.
Yeah. That's going to be a ritual for the rest of my life. I'm going to scream about getting off my lawn, that will call back. It's a callback to my ancestors. Yeah. I mean, as my ancestors did.
I should have said to my dad, it's Jeremy's fault. Blame Jeremy.
Exactly. There you go. You need to get him like some kind of stein that says that. So when he gets drunk enough, he'll remember who to blame.
I should.
Yeah. And then what would be the best joke ever? You tell him to blame Jeremy, and then you convince him that Jeremy Hales is actually your ex-best friend. Be like, I hate that Jeremy Hales guy. There he is.
I gotta tell you, here's the best evidence that Volpe would never be allowed at the wedding I was at. It was at a country club. They don't let that Men's Warehouse crap in there. There's a dress code.
Well, I think he got kicked out of Warehouse anyway. So, just saying.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I think he was broadcasting from there.
It's possible. He might live there. In the
by the way, I did get thinking about this. Since lawsuits are coming in, since one of the last subjects we talked about was with Luthman's video, the one about hip. Yeah, the old hipster.
Yeah.
I'm wondering when he's going to get sued because he brought down Jeremy Hale's empire.
When J-Hip's going to... Well, J-Hip's...
Yeah, because J-Hip, he brought it all down by turning traitor, and joining the Men's Warehouse Club.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's probably going to get sued any day now. I mean, he was just whining on Rosalind's stream about how he's always getting picked on. It's like, well, that's because you're a dummy. And you don't, you're just a total, idiot. We can't help that. That's his fault. Nothing we can do about that. And he's probably will get himself sued.
I think he enjoys it. So he does, Absolutely.
Well, I mean, what kind of a dumbass doxes himself? But he doxes himself every day. He just gives out his street address. He just doesn't care.
Man. There is so much weirdness that is going on. Oh, let me read this thing before I forget about it up here. Yeah, so you notice in this wonderful font that you love, I'm going to switch all of my screenshots to this font, by the way.
Oh my God. If you do that, I will leave the show. You can have just J-Hip as a co-host. I cannot read this. I literally can't read it. My brain goes into shutdown mode and it's like, no, you will not read that. We don't know what it says. That is gibberish.
It's beautiful, though, because it's talking about the black mold. It's the only way to resolve this issue is to have them come and pick it up and voluntarily surrender it, which is what I said, knowing that I was going to file bankruptcy and knowing that I was going to buy another one. All planned. All planned, baby.
Well,
that's wild.
I don't really get it. So she's saying, what?
She's saying that, the whole plan was they were going to voluntarily surrender the old RV anyway, because of quote unquote black mold. And they were filing bankruptcy. So they were going to get a new one too. So all of this, it's all stationed up in as part of the plan.
Oh my goodness. Why does she put is this Lynette?
Yeah.
Why put this stuff in writing? The hell
You know
is
why?
wrong
Because
with her?
nothing's ever happened with any of it. So why did you care?
Oh, and you know what? Maybe nothing ever will. I'm losing faith in the institutions that are supposed to protect us from this kind of garbage.
I'm assuming losing faith assumes you've had it. Yeah, but I don't think I have. So.
Well, I mean, look, Laura Owens is due back in court tomorrow, by the way, in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
And she filed a last-minute appeal to the appellate court. She went to the appellate court to try and get out of tomorrow's trial after getting an ADA accommodation for it. And finally, the appellate court said no. No, you've already gotten your accommodation. You asked for that accommodation and you got it. So no, there's nothing else that needs to be done. Plus, you gave us a big pile of garbage that we don't know what it is. So no.
Right.
So she's supposed to show up in court tomorrow. So maybe finally, but I have a bad feeling that she's going to pull some other shit. I bet she'll end up in the hospital tomorrow. She'll pull a Stark. Call 911. Get taken to the hospital. Something like that. I mean,
they'll do anything. It's crazy what they'll do just to buy. Like, it's not buying a lot of time either, but it's just more time,
Mm-hmm.
It's limitless. It's like, at what point do you finally, as a justice or judge, magistrate, whatever, do you say, these people are making a fucking mockery out of my courtroom and do something?
Mm-hmm.
God, speaking of mockery, his bankruptcy filing is it's amazing. It is. It is absolutely amazing. Oh, by the way, if you folks would like to help out, by the way, first of all, thank you for being here. There's around 3,000 and climbing of you, so that's good. It's all. I mean, the bankruptcy stuff is a mess. So, this is a problem. This is a real problem there. You know what you're learning from it, by the way, is that the guy who can't meet any of his deadlines doesn't meet any deadlines. Well, what a shocker, right? Where do they find these lawyers, dude?
At the creepy tickler. We've been over this. They go down to the creepy tickler and they have to turn in their in order to get in, you have to show your bar disciplinary record. And if you don't have one, you don't get in. That's how it works.
So you have to flash your bar disciplinary record.
Yeah, you have to flash your disciplinary record.
I mean, that's why we didn't know it was there at first, because you can only find it on on a leap year,
You're right.
February 29th.
Every 100 years it appears in the fog like Brigadoon.
Yes, but the real question is, how many hot plates is it worth?
How many hot plates does it take to get in?
Hot plate math. Yeah. Count that hot plate. Yeah. By the way, though, 3,000 of you here. I cut my own freaking chill off. I love that. I was like, I lost my train of thought in the middle of it. I was just like, abandoned. Tell people you're live. Make sure to hit that like button. Leave a comment at least, too. Show the algorithm who's boss. Bully it around. And if you'd like to go further, if you'd like to get on that choo-choo train, that money choo-choo train, think about the breadsticks. And thank you, folks. Appreciate you. Oh, man, this case, I never get tired of it. I'm telling you. It's so crazy. Yeah, I know.
By the way, I saw your show with my best friend. With Rosalind.
Oh, I thought you meant Jay for a minute.
Who are you kidding? He's not my best friend. I hate that guy. No, Rosalind. She did a very nice job. It was good to see her. It was very nice to have her on.
I kept thinking through that. I was like, man, I talk a lot sometimes. That's what I thought. I was like, Jesus, I think I talk too much in the end, but
No, Rosalind is very soft spoken. She only talks when she has something to say, but usually whenever she has something to say, it's always good.
I'm a fucking motor mouth. Like I'm like, you know, I am. Like family members are like, yeah, you know, live streaming does seem to suit you because, you know, like
Oh, that's
yeah,
what my family says about me too, because I can't shut up.
Yellow Flash is like, dude, you know, you should live stream. He used to tell me that. He's like, you know, don't do videos, do live streams. Why? Because you won't shut the fuck up for 3 hours.
That's what you got to have, the ability to keep talking for hours on end.
I like that guy, man. He cracks me up. That's why every Saturday I put Flashcast in. I will go back over there. So
Have you been on in a while? I haven't seen you over there.
I went over. It's been a few weeks, but I did go over, and I plan on going back. Like I said, it's just getting everything adjusted. It's not for a lack of wanting to be there.
Yeah.
All the guys over there are funny. They're a bunch of nuts. I do enjoy them, and I enjoy the fact too that you know, they don't make me shut up. So it's good. All right. No, but Rosalind did a good job though. She really did. It was fun. It was a fun conversation.
She hit 5,000 subscribers. So congratulations to Rosalind Duke, who they are now.
Awesome.
Rosalind informed me today that the flea bags are calling her Puke.
Puke. I saw
And
that.
of course, no one knows who they're talking about.
I was just like, that's the best thing you could come up with, you know?
Apparently. And it's taken them so long that now it's not going to stick.
We forgot to bring up the funniest thing from last night. The fact
What?
that, remember, a certain person could pass the bar.
Oh, God. Do you
man, I
have
forgot
it in
all
the
about that.
transcript?
Oh my God, I haven't even looked it up yet, you know?
Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny because Fleece is like, I could pass the bar. I could take the bar. I could pass it. And Robbie goes, no, you couldn't.
She went on a whole thing about I could do paralegal too. She did like a whole rant about that. Oh yeah, yeah. I found that one before. I haven't even looked up the other one. That's what made me think of this one. In a second, I gotta grab that freaking.
She's
I can do
delusional.
Oh, it's so funny. There it is. Like, I can do paralegal. I'm just not, right? You know, you don't need a license to be a paralegal, but she could be one. She's amazing like that. That's why she's a pro se, because she's so amazing.
I almost fell while walking downstairs, but it wasn't because of my pants. Because it wasn't. Because
Sure.
That's what they all say. Some people's children, man, they just don't learn. You know that was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's terribly rated. See, look, what's that number?
8.3.
No, it's 3.8, right?
Oh,
it's on a 5.0. Okay, so if it's under 4.5, if it's under that, it's probably terrible. Okay.
I like good games, but I don't know what's a good game and a bad game.
Well, anything under 4.5. See, that's 4.4, 4.1, 3.8. Those are all terrible. All these companies, that means they're probably filled with ads, you know? So,
is that good?
try it out. Go.
Is that keep popping?
No, it's not. Go try it out, though.
Hey, look, keep popping had this ball and makes music.
Oh, it's cool.
It's like the other one.
Okay.
But it has 9.3.
Okay.
9.3. Is that good?
9.3. I doubt it has a 9.3, considering it goes up to 5.0. So I don't think that's a 9.3 rating. Let me see it. It's a 3.9. You're reading it backwards, baby. No, it's okay. You're doing good though. You got the numbers right. It's 3.9. You remember, read it this way to this way. You read everything. Remember how we've been?
Oh yeah, I forgot that. I forgot that.
Remember how we've been practicing our reading? Like you start on this side and you go this way. Remember, it's the same way with numbers. You go this way. Okay.
Yeah. Is it good?
Yeah. No, that's terrible. That's actually bad. You ask yourself this: is 3 more or less than 5?
3 more than less than 5.
Yeah, let's see. Look on your fingers. Yeah, here's 5, and here's 3. Is that which one is more, 3 or 5?
5.
5. That's right. So 3, if it's much less, if it's less than 4.5, it's bad.
Ooh.
All right. Go upstairs.
Bye.
All right, bye. Close my door. Yep.
See you tomorrow. Thanks for the games.
Yep. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm sure tomorrow is going to be like 12 minutes from now. I'll see you. So you got to see you tomorrow. Oh yeah. Tomorrow, aka 12 minutes. I got you. She's so funny. What was it? She was saying the bar. I'm gonna see if I can find that real.
So
real
you know
fast.
what I think is one of the saddest things actually is when people tell you what they're going to do or what they could do instead of telling you what they do. Like, it's a good advice, and I give it to my kids. Don't ever tell people what you're going to do, because that's not real. That's just some fantasy in your head. You tell them what you're doing. What are you doing now? Like, what are you doing now? I could be a paralegal is one of the saddest things I've ever heard. Well, if you want to be a paralegal, then go and do it. Go
was
be
right
one.
above that too. You know, well, and you know, again, yeah. If you feel you're qualified for something, then go do it. You know, like for me, you know, I don't feel I could be a lawyer. I don't think I could stand it, to be honest. Plus, there's a lot of stuff I don't know. A lot. See, these people are delusional because, you know, there are things all the time, like people will correct, or, you know, that I'll have to learn about. And, you know, there's intricacies, there's stuff we never cover, you know, everything from protective, or to be honest, protective orders, like for, you know, how they play out between states. There's been a lot of questions that we've had answered in this that I didn't know. And I've had a protective order before, and it still is different.
Learning experience to learn things. That's one of the reasons I like covering different cases, because I always learn something about different types of motions, or I learned something about different rules that I didn't know. And yeah, it's very complicated. But never tell people what you could do or what you are thinking about doing. Only talk about what you do, like currently right now. There's no point in being like, oh, I'm going to write a book. Either you're writing a book or
I like
you're
how
not.
this goes, because it goes with, I never stated I was a paralegal or a law clerk or a lawyer, nothing, but I could be. I definitely could be. I could go right now and I could pass the bar. I mean, I'd have to study for it. And here's Robbie.
There's
like,
Robbie.
No,
you couldn't.
No, you couldn't.
No, you couldn't.
And she was like, no, I could. I would be able to. I could go right now and pass the bar. You know, and it's like, you fucking could not. You idiot. I challenge, you know what? Right now, 2L, I'll put up $500 fucking dollars if right now, in the next 2 days, you go and pass the bar. You go and take it. And you pass it.
Go take it.
For real. Show us you're all wrong, and we will. You know what? I will. I'll drop $500 on it. But you know, if you want to play that, but you go past the bar, Chubbs. You know. Otherwise, you need to shut your lying chicken skin eating lips.
They have a special room for the fats to go take the bar. She's gonna need one that has extra big chairs and also buckets of chicken skin. I think. Well,
I think you can get an accommodation for that. You know, if you need more time or an extra bucket of chicken,
a bigger chair.
She writes the answers on the chicken skin. Just special glasses.
Extra butter for the anxiety. You know, they put a little stick of butter next to her. She rubs the
secret sauce on it, and like the answers pop up. You get some Mission Impossible fucking soundtrack in the background.
Yeah, I wonder how much Latin she knows. The whole thing is almost in the whole thing is just riddled with Latin.
Have you ever heard her speak? Sometimes I think she's speaking another language.
It's definitely not Latin. It's stupid, but it's not Latin.
Hog Latin.
Hog Latin.
Hog Latin.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yep, exactly. Oh my Lord. All right, so we can do filing. Now it's pretty interesting, you know, because we're finding out more. And by the way, Jeremy Hale's had a very interesting members only talking about all this stuff. It was pretty good. It was pretty saucy.
Oh, you know what? We should play his short. Play the short, because it will roll right into this, and he'll talk about the members only as well. In the short, did you see the short?
Yeah, I did. We should
play that. Because it'll be a fun little intro to this. But yeah, if you guys are not members on Jeremy's channel, you can go sign up for membership, and he has a members only where he talks about what happened in bankruptcy court. But you know, it's hilarious, you guys. Everything he said, because I've seen it. Everything he said matches up with this order right here. So I don't think that Lynette's going to be able to come out and be like, that didn't happen. That didn't happen.
All right, here it is. I'm locking it in. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, that's the funny thing. You know, they always like to say, oh, well, this didn't happen or that didn't happen. You know what? I'm finding out more and more that it all did happen. You know, it absolutely did happen. That's weird, man.
What?
It is. I just watched the thing on membership.
Is it
But when I
gone?
look at it, no. It's look, when I look under, because I just watched it in there, but when I look, it's telling me to join again. Like I was going to mention this to you too. So I talked to my YouTube person, right?
Oh, about the
And
gifting memberships?
so they turned on this thing, okay, right? When I'm looking at it though, when I hit it, there is a button. Let me pull it up so I can just tell you how it looks. Give me 1 second.
That freeze frame on Jeremy's face is so funny.
I love his reactions. I think they're funny. But there's a membership gifting thing. But when I hit it, there is no place for me. It just leads me back over to memberships, you know, for buying
What?
memberships. Yeah, it
Did you
doesn't
show
have
them that?
yeah, I haven't yet because I just now got the
Oh
button.
my God, that's
I noticed
so
it.
weird.
Yeah, because, you know, again, there should be a way for me to. I asked them about it and they were like, yeah. And they said they would look into it. And then this button came up. You know, there's a super sticker, super chat, membership, and then membership gifting. I was like,
Gifting.
okay. Yeah, gifting. So when I hit gifting, though, it brings me to a buy gift.
But wait, are you doing it in the studio, or are you doing it on the? No, not in the studio. Don't go to the studio.
I'm doing it also on the chat, like right now.
Do
like
it
right
in
now. I'm
the-
looking at the chat.
Go to not in the chat, in the studio. You have to be on YouTube as
Yeah.
if you were watching your show as a viewer, not from
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
studio.
saying. I'm looking at it right now on
Oh, and it's still
my phone.
still
Yeah,
doesn't
on my
work.
phone right now.
No, it
and
won't
I'm-
work on your phone. It won't work on the phone.
Oh,
You
I
have to do it on the
my-
computer. Yeah, that's why.
Let's see what we'll do. Okay. Let
Try
me
it on
see.
the computer. The chat is now putting Latin in the chat. Pullum cutis, Latin for chicken skin.
Chicken skin this. You know what's really funny with the fats too? They said that they were not going to talk about Jeremy Hales anymore. Remember that? They would
Oh
not
yeah,
talk
they said
about it
only on
unless- and
Sunday.
now
Only on Sundays.
their show died. They have to, that's all they can talk about anymore. Let's see.
What's pinguis asinus? You guys are gonna get me in trouble.
Okay, membership gifting. No, it's still there's it's
Still?
yeah, it just
It
shows
doesn't
where I
say
can
gift
buy
five-
gifts.
It doesn't say
I can
gift
buy
5
them.
members.
like just
no,
like them.
no, you
Yeah.
should be able to give them away.
It looks
Maybe-
just like my other.
All right, you got to tell them. This is stupid.
Well, it's crazy because there should be. Yeah, that's what they were saying too. But anyway, folks, I have tried to. I did
We're
try
still
to find out
trying.
about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just weird. I think they said some of the stuff rolled out weird. You know, it rolled out to certain people and maybe didn't turn mine on. I don't know, but it's weird. Anyway, I'll try again. So
All right.
it's Jeremy's. I always like he has so many freeze frames that are funny.
I know. They're so
I really like
funny.
turning them into cartoons and putting them on thumbnails. You know. All right, here we go.
Got out of a bankruptcy court meeting, didn't we, George?
We sure did. And
Oh.
the Chapter 7 trustee.
Not
Not
happy.
happy.
Not
Not
happy.
happy.
Oh, Saran Wrap trying to shut Lynette up.
Saran
His
Wrap.
own client. He kept saying, Michelle.
We're going to talk about this. Actually, we're on a members only live right now filming this.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna break it down on the members only live. So if you want to jump on second tier or third tier, we're doing it now. Just got
So this will roll right into the document there.
Yep.
But yeah, check it out for sure. You know, and again, they really have, like, these people have played havoc with their freaking business. God, man. Because, you know, again, there are certain claims that are hard to bounce back from. And they made some crazy claims the other night. Like, I'm not going to repeat all of them. I repeat a little bit of it, but I was showing, you know, telling like Megan, and I showed a few of the things that were there. My God, some of the stuff they said was pretty nasty. It's the same kind of stuff they were doing again and again.
Yep.
So So we got our case, everything. If people are tracking that, give me 1 second.
Okay.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Chapter 7 trustees motion to extend and or reset the time to object to discharge of debtor. Oh yeah, this is going to get wild, folks. It's so funny. The Latin you guys are dropping in the chat is cracking me up. I want to look all of these up, but I can't right now. Like, what does this one mean? It's probably hilarious. And what about this one? Homo homini. Wait, where is it? Homo homini lupus. What does that mean? Something about crazy people. Hold on, let me see. I'm going to look that up. I'm Googling that. Homo homini lupus. Man is a wolf to man. I was kind of close. Crazy like the wolf. We had to learn Latin in homeschool. I had to teach the kids Latin for classical education. I have forgotten all of it except in principio erat verbum, which means in the beginning was the word.
Oh, right.
We learned all of John, a chapter in John in Latin.
You mean like John Cook 3:16?
No,
You
the
know?
Apostle John, not John Cook.
Yea, though I walk on the water with a turtle shell.
With my leg wrapped up to my crotch.
Yeah. Oh my God, that'd be the gospel according to John.
The gospel according to John.
And you put in parentheses Cook.
What was I supposed to do? Jump a fucking fence?
And yeah, he jumped a fence.
And yay, I would not get away from the window. And she screamed and screeched with
my
a voice
God.
like a demon.
Oh yeah. And the prophet said, "John, get away from that window."
Or like, and the demon said,
"Oh my God!"
And the
that'd be
legion of
amazing.
demons said, "John, get away from the window." Crotchus
Oh my God.
Bandigus. Who said that?
Oh my God! Could you imagine like holy items for his church? You know, they would have the bandages. They would all be repelled by blue tape. That'd be the one thing like vampires. You want to save your firstborn? Wrap your door in blue tape.
And there'd be
You're
all
like,
these different candles, like for all the different saints, but they're all Lynette. One is like Saint Lynette, the other one is Saint
Oh my God.
Ruby.
I saw
Saint-
somebody do a Saint Lynette. It was pretty awesome. It really did look like a little saint like card. Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, one for each one for each
name.
alias.
Saint Alexis.
Oh my God.
Saint Alexis of the Pole.
Yeah, I've never seen one like on the pole like that.
Saint Lynette of the Turtle Farm. Saint Ruby of Northport.
Oh, by the way, I made a proclamation last night because they kept saying, they told us for the longest time that we would be sued over LP, JC, HG, right? They told them. And I told people last night that I would have to be vague about this. But if that day ever comes that I have the most nuclear of nuclear bombs to drop.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And it will be glad. It is very true.
It's very true.
It's not hype or anything. It is very true. It's just waiting
But
for
it's
that
a
day to come.
Big ass secret up until they try some shit like that.
Oh, yeah. It'll be amazing. All of you will be like, but they come from myself. They come from Megan. Woo, baby. It's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be funny.
Oh, it will be. It'll be amazing.
Martin, Vomitus Giganticus, Fleesa.
Oh my God, would that make them all the apostles, like the ecosystem? They'd be the anti-apostles.
Inadentula unum,
The
the toothless
apostates.
one. The toothless one. Oh God, this could be a
Man.
really funny church, you guys.
We can.
The cult of John
make them-
Cook. Tortoise Reportus.
I think you can make a card game out of it. To be honest, you can take over the world with the John Cook, the cult of John Cook.
Oh my God.
You could make a great card game. I think it would be fun.
This is gonna go
So
off the
much
deep
fun
end.
with it.
It's gonna go off the deep end. The chat's totally gonna have an entire card game mapped out and
Oh,
planned by the
God.
time that we're done here.
Yeah, I hope so. You know, if you think of an entire card game, make sure to write it all down. That's all I'm saying. Because I totally am down with that idea. Oh my God. By the way, there are 3,100 of you now. Thank you, folks, for real. Okay, we're going to read this now for sure. So Chapter 7, Trustees. Motion to extend and or reset the time to object to discharge of debtor. Sounds fancy already, doesn't it?
It does, yes.
It gets really funny too. So come now. This is the trustee. So again, Miss Bender hereby files her motion to extend and or reset the time to object to discharge of debtor on behalf of the trustee. That's a lot of words, by the way. U.S. trustee, creditors, parties in interest, pursuant to Federal Rules of Bankruptcy Procedure 4004B, and or moves for an extension of time to file a complaint objecting to the discharge of debtor or debtors, or to challenge the dischargeability of a debt. And here's the grounds for it. Okay, so January the 3rd, 2025. LMLAP. Oh my God, you know.
LMLAP. Lap.
LM Like even
Elm lap.
There's so much Poland and she got the lap on.
She has part of her name is Polymop. That's weird. If we switched it around, we could probably make Polymop.
Oh my God. They should have made it more club friendly. It should have been like Polym Lap or
Yeah.
Polymop.
Limalap.
It should have been Polym Mop, you know, so you could dance to it. Get on that pole. It'll be good times. But
that's
elemental
for Saint Alexis. No, or Saint Lacey.
Yes.
Saint Lacey of the pole.
Saint Lacey, aka the debtor, files a voluntary petition under Chapter 7 of the Bankruptcy Code in this case. The creditors' meeting, it was originally scheduled for August 6th, 2025. It was continued due to, why is this? The debtor's failure to upload required documents and records prior to the meeting. Oh no. Whoopsie. Yeah, we remember all that, right? So the discharge date was originally set for October 9th, 2025. The court dismissed this case on August 18th, 2025. The creditor meeting was not held and the discharge date had not expired. So we get back to case reinstatement, which of course the ecosystem lied to us about a lot, by the way. Remember, they kept telling us it was reinstated already. We were all wrong. It had never been reinstated. Finally, on October 21st, it ends up restated. But all those weeks, they kept lying and lying. It hadn't been. So they had no idea whether it would be or not. We said we thought it would be, but they lied about it. So anyway, it's reinstated on October 21st, 2025. And the order dismissing the case was vacated. The order reinstating the case did not reset any deadlines. That's something to note, too. When they reinstate, they don't reset any deadlines, dates, or other procedural matters affecting the creditor's rights. Okay, you want to read it?
As the creditors' meeting had not been held prior to the dismissal, the trustee docketed the continued creditors' meeting and set forth the established procedures to be followed by debtor and debtor's counsel in preparation and attendance of the creditors' meeting. Debtor and debtor's counsel failed to follow the established procedures.
No. They fail, like straight up. Okay,
Again.
So so you get discharged because you can't follow the procedures, and what happens? They don't do it again. Oh my God.
And it gets better. The required identification documents, tax returns, and other required documents and records were uploaded the morning of the creditors' meeting.
The morning of. Yes. So you're supposed to give, what was it?
They were due on Friday.
Yeah. So you're supposed to give so many days, right? That way they can look over everything and everybody has a chance to look over it as well. Well, they don't. They do it right before, like everything else they do, whether that's, Judge Grabe and canceling or whether that's before that
sending
with
a
Start
4:30 motion to to stop a deposition the night before, like,
or
just
start 15
ridiculous.
minutes before, they
Uh-huh.
were supposed to be there, things like that. They keep doing this, but weirdly, apparently this is something the bankruptcy lawyer does a lot. In fact, somebody, I can't remember, was it Susan? Maybe, again, I don't want to get the wrong person, but I do want to give props. I think it was Susan. But they uploaded him taking his corrective classes. You know how you're supposed to, he got in trouble. He's supposed to do those. Well, he not only waited till the last possible second, but it keeps a time and date stamp. And on there, it wouldn't be physically possible for him to have completed the reading materials and more
Wow.
during there. Yeah, because it's like 2 of the classes are done 5 minutes apart, and they're supposed to be like 30 minutes of listening or reading or something. Yeah, so
unbelievable. Additionally, the debtor failed to appear by Zoom video as instructed, and therefore was unable to be examined at all.
So they don't turn in anything until the last moment, and then
she can't figure out how to turn her camera on.
This is like I guess a comedy routine some days. It really is. It's like physical comedy from the old days,
I think they do it on purpose. She knows how to work a Zoom camera.
Oh, she needs to take this act on the road. She really does.
She needs to start taking court seriously and stop acting like everything is, like the world revolves around her. And she's allowed to be the star of the show. You're not the star, Lynette. You just need to behave like everybody else. You're not a diva. No one is gonna pick out all the red M&Ms for you. You need to just get on to the Zoom and do what you're told, like everybody else.
Well, what she needs to do is get all this shit sorted with Hale's, pop up her own YouTube channel. And like we were saying, man, we could have made her a millionaire by now.
Well, I'm glad we didn't. She doesn't deserve it. I hope she never makes a dime.
I would have taken my agent fee for sure. But unlike 2L, she would have still gotten paid. They put up, by the way, they like to put up Bible verses, that are mean and stuff. Why don't they ever go with like a hard one, Like I think Proverbs like 126, I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh, Like that would be right. If I would be an asshole, I'd drop stuff like that,
What's the one? Isn't there a proverb about being with a shrill woman? I think there is. I think there's one that's basically like it's a fate worse than death is to be hooked to a shrill woman. Let's see, Proverbs about it's like a cranky woman or an angry woman. God, it's better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman. Yep, there it is.
I was thinking of like Proverbs. What is it? 9. It was like the woman named Folly is loud. She's
here's Proverbs 27:15. It is better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house.
Obviously, Proverbs 9.
What would they have said about living with a brawling woman in a shed?
A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing.
Proverbs 21:19. A continual dripping on a rainy day and a contentious woman are alike.
Now check this out. If I were going to drop the Proverbs 126 through 128, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh at the whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They will seek me, but they shall not find me.
I like that one.
Yeah, I do too. Since they love dropping the GOD all the time.
Yep.
No, anyway, I know that was random, but I noticed like all they do is they've been on this dropping Bible verses over and over again.
We can do it too. We can do that too. And ours will always be funnier. All right. A number of creditors and their attorney appeared by Zoom video. Debtor and debtor's counsel's failure to follow established procedures, failure to timely upload the required documents and records, and to be otherwise prepared for the meeting affected the trustee's preparedness and wasted the attending creditor's time.
Oh, lovely. So this is your, by the way, that video, that video where he gets tongue lashed by all those judges.
The appellate panel. Yeah.
In that, you learn one thing, or it seems to, again, state that he hasn't been practicing bankruptcy law for like a year. That's what it looks like, with what he's stating there. And in this time, he's racked up quite the assortment of items like this, like wasting time, messing with them. God, that's messed up.
Yeah, he's racking up quite the reputation, this guy.
Can't follow established procedures, and that is, again, not just debtor's counsel, but debtor. So that's on you, again, Lynette, too. They're getting sick of you is what they're saying. Look, Lynette, I don't know how to make it any clearer. If you're going to do all this, please tape it. That's my best advice. Tape it and leak it to Volpe. Do it. That'd be a good idea. Show the world how great you are.
Yeah.
That would be, because I would much love that. Seriously, like you're gonna fuck up a bankruptcy. How do you do this? Like, oh my God.
Very easily, apparently. She just refuses to turn her camera on. The lengths that these people will go to stall, I've never seen it before. I have seen it. Laura Owens does the same sort of thing. And I mean, there's a type of person that does this, and they're all bad. Let's put it that way. They're all the bad type of people that you want to avoid. They're going to the bad place, folks. They're not going to the good place. They're going to the bad place.
The problem is that none of this helps her. I realize that she's been told that it will, but how? Like, in what way does she, again, I know she thinks, oh, we're going to discharge everything. Yeah, that's going to be, again, they haven't
when the
been able to
trustee
follow.
starts out like this, that says, you've wasted the trustee's time and the creditor's time. You affected my preparedness and you wasted. This is the person you're counting on to do what you want them to do in your bankruptcy, and you've already pissed them off. And so much so that she's written 2 paragraphs about it so far.
It's wild, to be honest.
So then it goes on, when the trustee sought to preserve the U.S. trustees, the Chapter 7 trustees, and the creditor's rights, she discovered the dischargeability date had not been reset. The case is currently pending and no discharge order has been entered. Therefore, the filing of this motion is timely pursuant to the rules. The trustee requests this court to reset a discharge date in this case. The creditor's meeting has been continued to November 17th. The U.S. trustee, the Chapter 7 trustee, and the creditors need ample time to examine the debtor and determine if there are grounds to object to discharge or to assert non-dischargeability claims. Additionally, the federal government and this court are under furlough orders, further exasperating the deadlines in this case. A motion for clarification of order reinstating case was filed by creditors' counsel on October 22nd during the furlough. In the motion, counsel for several creditors has requested clarification of the discharge date. No response has been filed.
So Federal Rule of Bankruptcy Procedure 4004B provides, on motion of any party in interest after hearing on notice, the court may for cause extend the time to file a complaint objecting to discharge. The motion shall be filed before the time is expired. So the trustee has spoken to debtor's counsel. Saran wrap. I like that name.
Yeah,
No,
Saran
it
wrap.
works. It's better. I mess his name up so much. I start calling him Jerome because I don't know. I forget his last name. And,
Yes, it's not that important.
well, when I'm also when I'm mocking something, I want it clear that I'm mocking it. Sometimes I just butcher last names. So
Saran wrap's easy to remember.
Yep. There is who has no objection to an extension or the resetting of the discharge date. He has also advised the trustee that both he and the debtor will be prepared for the creditor meeting November 17th, 2025. By the way, this has been one of his moves too. Remember when we watched that court like grilling him? Remember that one judge just kept going in on him and being like, how are you not prepared for this?
Yeah. Did you proofread this?
Yeah, he was like, it was in the title of what we're here for. Yeah. It was just amazing. But this seems to be a thing that happens over and over again. And, Lynette, we laugh about, like with Bruce, we say you get what you paid for. Well, they paid a lot for this guy.
Oh, way more than they should have. Way more.
I mean, it's to the point that people have asked, and again, we'll see if it plays. We'll see if it happens. But, people have come up and said maybe part of the idea, because remember they were all talking that this idea, by the way, I do think it has some credibility, because you remember when all of this happened, they were all talking about, well, we'll all file bankruptcy. Everybody will. It'll slow down everything. Mm-hmm. So people have been saying maybe John, he's going to file right after this. Maybe that's why there was $6,000, because it isn't just handling her.
It's very possible.
Yeah. The only thing is, when they find out that bankruptcy won't discharge any liability, for something
then what?
they themselves did. Yeah, they have a real problem then. They
haven't figured it out though. They still think they're going to get out of this with a bankruptcy procedure. It's bizarre.
Well, it's weird when you can look up actual cases where people have tried stuff like that, and courts. There was a case where somebody did manage to get in a ruling or something ahead of time. And when that happened, it got overturned. Like there was one recently. It happened very recently. In fact, I remember reading it, on a stream where they found essentially that somebody did something, they did it maliciously, therefore you couldn't discharge it. So he got kicked to the corner, and even reading that, they don't think it's real. It's so wild. They have convinced Lynette of this weird fairy tale in which there's no liability. Yeah. If they
I
really
just love the
wanted to
part where Bruce told everyone they wouldn't get sued. That still makes me laugh.
Well, that's that was one of the things she was saying. Oh, you counted how many times I said Bruce's name. Yeah, you brought him up over and over because you threw him under the bus. You said he told you wouldn't get sued, and then he wasn't there to help you. That's again me paraphrasing, because you said a lot more. And then they came back and they were like, yeah, Bruce and us, actually we talk all the time. But really what I said was, he doesn't have time for us. He won't help us with this. So
wait, we talk, which one is it? You talk all the time, or he has no time for you?
Oh, God, it just made me laugh so hard. I was like, wait a minute. Did you just repeat what you said? The last 3 days, they've got to figure
out. I hope they've figured out what an absolute scum he is. Like how he is just scum. He's not going to help them. He promised them all these things. And when it gets rough and when it's not a win for him, he takes off. He's not going to be there to pick up the pieces for these dummies.
Well, and again, we're not the ones claiming this. They are. So,
yeah.
I'm so amused by that. I can pass the bar.
Oh my God. I'd like to see her try.
You need to have a rumble where we
she
bring
couldn't
that
even, we will. She couldn't even bring, I bet she can't even define basic definitions. I mean, legal definitions. I bet she couldn't even do that. Like, Felisa, without looking it up on ChatGPT, what are all the objections that can be used in court, and what do they mean? And what are hearsay exceptions? She can't answer any of that. Like, there's no way. Yep. Just describe hearsay exceptions. There's just no way without looking it up that she can do that. So no, you can't pass the bar.
I'm just, you know, and again, none of us, like we're not lawyers either. We're not pretending to be
No,
lawyers.
I couldn't go past the bar. I would like to see how I would do on it, though. I would like to try, but I don't think I could pass it. Absolutely not. I haven't done the studying. And also, I mean, people do pass the bar without going to law school, but it's really, really difficult. Really difficult. Like, people study for a solid year before they take that test. Are you kidding?
Yeah, by the way, they said that the Gabe thing again now is a lie yet again. He's not really a felon. It just looks like he is.
Nuh-uh. Come on. They didn't say that.
For real, for real. It says that.
I spoke to his parole officer. I spoke to the state's attorney who locked him up. The state's attorney laughed at me when I said, well, they're saying it's a civil matter.
It's right here. Look. The guy, you know, they're like, oh, they lied about Gabe too. I'm the only one with a felony. Well, technically, no. They got Gabe on that, even though it's a lie. They got Gabe on it, but not for long. Gabe's really not a felon. It just looks like he is. What does that mean? How do you just look like you're a felon?
No, I spoke to his parole officer. He's a for real, legit felon. His parole officer says so. The state attorney in Florida says so. So why the hell did they keep on lying like this?
It's so bizarre.
She knows I spoke to his parole officer.
Well, it's really interesting because they keep talking about how, and apparently, you know, there's been some LMNOP statements too with, oh, that was another thing that came up. You know, Mr. Undersheriff, you know, coming as a witness for the for the protective order. They were bringing that up the other night. And oh my God, could you imagine if that happened? If he actually appeared, because Lynette apparently was saying,
I don't think we should talk about it. Maybe we'll jinx it. We shouldn't talk about it. Just let it happen. Just let.
Oh my God, though. Well, you know, I just, even for them to discuss it means that they're admitting that Levy County has sat down with people that, again, they have a protective order against them. They have sat down with people who have dropped their own protective order because so much garbage happened in it, and they've plotted with them to the point that they're saying they may interfere in a protective order hearing. Oh my God. I mean, then you have 2L that is admitted multiple times that they have sat down and had multiple discussions with Levy County. It's wild stuff, man.
It is wild.
They've put together. They basically have made Jeremy Hale's point for him. You know, where it's just it's crazy because a lot of people they try to claim that there are people conspiring against them, the state, but it very much looks like that with Levy County. I mean, when they're talking about it like that, wow. There was one more paragraph, by the way. I'm going to throw this in. I hate incompleting a document. So it would be improper for the debtors to receive a discharge in this case before the trustee or any other party in interest has the opportunity to ascertain whether a cause exists for filing of an objection to discharge or to challenge dischargeability of a debt. Yes, this is the thing. See, there's the debt that they're trying to file in there. People are going to be absolutely not. Again, how can you discharge a debt that hasn't even happened yet? I'm going to discharge my future cases. My God, man.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
If they let them get away with that, man, I'm gonna go pull up a phone book of everybody that I can find, and I'm gonna go file bankruptcy, never be sued ever.
That's funny.
Yeah, it'd be the greatest.
That doesn't work. That does not work. It can't work. That's not a real thing.
Well, like we've said before, I think this is kind of the winner discussion on that. If it worked, every corporation before they launched one of their big pharma, they would be out there and
they would all do
pull
it.
every name up. Yeah, they would have already. We'd be getting letters where they're doing it every week.
We would.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that'd be the greatest legal loophole ever.
Right.
I like, by the way, I'd never seen publication, the whole service by publication. So that was in one of the filings the other day. We haven't read that filing. Well, I'm not going to read the whole thing tonight. I just want to pull up the publication itself so we can actually see it, because I talked about it yesterday, but I'm going to pull it up here. So here's that. This is the publication. I'm not worried where it has the Randy shot, because again, he's the advertiser and it's a law office, so this doesn't really matter. But you can see it's essentially they took out in the Daily Reporter. They have their proof of purchase for invoice. So here's the dates that it's going to run. This thing costs almost $260 to run. By the way, that's wild, isn't it?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So they're running, essentially, they're running the summons in a civil action. So it's the same document we've seen before. Now, people did note with the date on it, they were asking, why just put everything? Well, because it's a copy paste of the whole thing. I thought it was a good question.
What's at the top? What's redacted?
Oh, this was an address for.
Oh, I see.
There were a couple of addresses for places. Like I said, I'm not worried about the advertiser because that's a law office, but this had something and this had another thing. And then in there, it's a habit to redact any address I see in the, in the body of something. I didn't worry about the Daily Reporter because it's got its, it's got its advertising name and stuff and all that. But that was kind of interesting. I've never seen this done by publication, so I was curious. Yeah, I mean it's so majestic, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's so dumb because in this day and age, you have a better chance of again, first of all, they know about it. In fact, oh my God, remind me, I've got to show you something later. I'm not going to show it now because I don't have it redacted yet, but oh my God. As far as day Dave, oh yeah, there's something majestic out there. I've got to show you. It's amazing. As far as address is concerned, might just be able to prove exactly where everything is from some of his live streams.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Somebody put together a very interesting little assortment. They also, with pictures and stuff. So he posted, I do want to show you something there, though, because remember, he's supposed to be busted out of his house, right? He's like not there anymore. Well, he, give me 1 minute here.
Yeah, his brother kicked him out on the street to be homeless.
Yeah, supposedly, okay. Well,
yeah,
he posted
before Thanksgiving. Cue the violins.
Well, he posted pictures of his setup, right? He posted some stuff as late as August on everything. All right. And in this, you can look right here. So you see the plaque that's in the background here from 2024. This is September 27th. You'll notice it's right there. Wow, here it is, August 2025. There it is still. Huh, weird. New curtains, but same plaque, same place.
Actually, those might not be new curtains. That's just different lighting. Those could be the exact same curtains.
Yeah, it could be the same ones, yeah. But there's a lot more too. And it goes all the way into August. So right up into August, same setup, everything. You're going to tell me you're in a different place? You're home? That looks like a big fat lie. In fact, on top of that too, somebody brought up a very interesting screenshot that I had not seen. And I want to pull that one up too, because I thought this was pretty good. Wait 1 second here. It was from him, because he's never He's never ran anything like trying to get in on that type of business or anything. He's like, yeah, this was in June. He was like, yeah, I'll stick with the storage YouTubers because people actually watch. And he was like, maybe you should pivot to, Huggy Bear. And Huggy Bear was like, well, if you pivot to other topics, it shows you as a clout chaser, sir. I'm looking out for you when I tell you to leave Hales alone.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so he was telling people, and Huggy Bear told him, you don't want to go on Rumble again and cry when you get 2 strikes on your channel. Huh.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so he was told, dude.
He was warned.
And he was also saying, oh, yeah, I'm doing this, and I'm going after those storage YouTubers. I'm sticking to them because I'm getting views for it. That's the only reason. So he went after them for views, not because of some I feel everything is right.
Oh yeah, because he really felt there was a cause for justice. No, it was about he's getting views. Sure.
Yep, and admitted it. It's amazing. So,
sure, that is amazing.
When it blew up in his face too, he's now sitting around talking about that mean old guy, and he's so terrible. But he was pursuing him.
Hales is so terrible.
What's crazy?
He's suing me.
Yeah, well, and especially considering like he was the original pursuer, so it's all so crazy. Oh, Ron, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna hit super chats. You sticking? You bouncing?
I am gonna go. I'm feeling a little bit sniffy. I'm sorry, I've been sniffing in the microphone. I'm either having allergies or I'm getting whatever cold my children brought home from Chicago.
Hopefully it's allergies. Those will go away.
I know. So I'm gonna go take some meds. But you guys have a great rest of your night. And I will be streaming live tomorrow during the Laura Owens trial. There won't be cameras in the courtroom, but I will be getting reports from people on the ground. It is at 9:00 California time, which would be, what is that? 12? Is that noon? Noon my time?
Right. Yeah,
so I'm probably going to go live at 11, about an hour before, because there might be people outside that want to talk. And then I'll just keep streaming through whenever the hearing is over, and then I have scheduled some people who are going to be there to call in and talk about what happened in court. So that'll be tomorrow.
Oh, right, good deal. I'll see about that. And you're going to be on tomorrow night? Yes.
Yeah. Tomorrow. Yep. We will be on tomorrow night as well.
But I figured I'd clarify that too, because you're like, yes, day and night. Boy, you're gonna have a busy day tomorrow.
I know. That's why I told you tonight. It's like, just have your normal night. Tomorrow's gonna be a lot for me.
Yeah. So all right. Well, I'll see if part of my day clears up. I might pop in with some of that Laura Owens stuff.
Yeah, you should. It'll be good.
I'll see. All right. Anyway, go do your thing.
All right. Bye.
All right, folks. It's been a pretty interesting one, like I said, though. And there's a lot going on. Gosh, crazy. Deborah, thank you for that membership. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. Welcome to Tugs Thugs. Thank you very much, Deborah. I appreciate you. Fallen Hero, my boy, what's up? Thank you for the gifted membership there. Good to see you, too. Always. Like I said, every time. Look, always here. And I very much appreciate you, bro. Max Lab. What's up, Max Lab? Thank you for all you do, too. I hope you're feeling better today, by the way, my friend. I know you weren't feeling good yesterday. So thanks for the 2. So crazy today. Yes, it's been one. And there's more documents. Like I said, we didn't go over the milquetoast document, or there's actually about 3 or 4 floating documents out there. And on top of it, again, one of the crazy things that is going on is that you have another person, like, absolutely make it it's threatening people for providing a service, like trying to serve a person. Like that's madness, man. It is absolute freaking madness. That stuff is going on. But thank you, Max. I appreciate you, my friend. the madness is like there's surface levels and even more just nuts. Martin, thanks for the 2. Money for a new bug bounce. By the way, she No, with her pants, what she's doing is, you ever watch a little kid like roll their pants legs down? It's not really like on the belt. It's just she's like really skinny. She's like going to be tall. You can tell. She eats like a freaking horse. She's always like, I'm a black hole. You know, she tells me I'm a black hole. I just consume everything. But she does. She's like a horse, man. It's funny. But thank you. I appreciate you, Martin. Tracy dropped 5 giftos. Thank you, Tracy. That is awesome of you and much appreciated. Buck naked. Thanks for the fun there. Paint Chips looks like he stole his Insta style from Pee Wee Herman. He does. Big Dillo is too. Well, he definitely. It's funny because he thinks he's scary. Like a lot of these people think they're scary. They're intimidating, and a lot of that is just bullshit words. He actually had somebody finally take him up on his trial by combat. After all this time of telling people, I want trial by combat. I want trial by combat. Finally get somebody that's like, okay, let's do it. Let's actually do it and see what happens. And guess what? He doesn't want it anymore. It's so weird how that works, right? Paper tigers, man. You run into that. I knew a guy who used to call a lot of people like that. They got that roar, but man, they can't. They're just, it's like they're made out of paper, tissue paper. All their little tears, it rips them up on themselves. Jack, what's up, Jug Moles? Thank you for the 13 months, my friend. Appreciate that. If Paint Chips came down the chimney, I'd stuck with my hair. No Santa Doxer. Indeed. That's crazy. I can't believe that for real, you have people talking about really legitly using that person. I mean, even the discussion of that is just, it's disturbing. The involvement, all of that stuff. It's such a nut there. Ugh. So gross, man. Here we go. Let's continue that. If I get on that topic, I can't even believe they're discussing that. Sue, thanks for the 5 there. I've said this from the beginning. These are very dark individuals involved. I keep to myself to be safe. Yeah, for Hales and what they are. Well, indeed, I understand that too. These people, you got to understand that there are crazy people that get involved. There are also, again, people who like to huff and they like to puff, but they're not going to bring any fire down. They talk a big game. They whine a big game. But at the same time, they are. They're good at, like, if people are afraid of character assassinations, once again, like people like Jeremy, see, for myself, I don't worry about it because for myself, my business is built on, that kind of thing. But for people like Jeremy, yes, they absolutely try to do damage, Good God. They were also, they were going off last night about the protective order, Ohio, but they made a statement there, and they said that when the sheriff office actually contacts Ohio and finds out it's expired. I was like, wait a minute, are you saying that you all have been coordinating and colluding with the sheriff's department? Again, they keep making statements about coordination with the sheriff's department, and I think that's something that really should be pulled up from all this stuff, because it's wild. It's nuts. Sandy, what's up? It is good to see you. 40 freaking months, by the way. That's amazing. It's beautiful. I appreciate it. 3 months and change, or 3 years and change. I said 3 months, 3 years and change, almost 3.5 years. In my brain, it wouldn't even say 3 years. It was like, no, months. No, but that's amazing, Sandy. Hey there, indeed. Much appreciated too. Thank you. William, thanks for the 5. Of course you can count. You were named Mathin for a reason. I know, exactly. Exactly. How do you think somebody becomes so proficient in hot plate math? It's because they can count, baby. They can count. Get those hot plates on. Rosilla, thanks for the 5 there. Megan, if the bride aimed, the big get a redhead. I might have to go in hiding. Yeah. Yeah. It was funny. One time we went to a wedding and it was really funny because they were doing the bouquet toss. And I was walking across like through this crowd. I was trying to get to another side of this place. And when they threw it, she threw it way back into the back. And it went and it almost hit me in the arm. I was like, oh, I'm not even supposed to be near this thing. I was way in the back. I was like, I don't want that. What are you tossing that at me for? It's funny. Allie, thanks for the 5. So Bubble has contact limits and it's fleece. Yes, she's off the mac and cheese buffet. I know it's weird, isn't it though? Because they were promising like media and all of this. Like basically all you can eat. You'll be on all these live streams. You'll be able to do this and that. And it's the assumption again that they'll all be together as a group. And yet the wheels seem to follow. I wonder how Bruce feels about them again, going after him and talking shit about him. You know, they don't want to admit that they've done it, even though they've done it twice. But Bruce should check it out himself. Again, they had 2 live streams where they talked about how he lied to them and how he is unavailable. Essentially, they're saying, you got us sued. You lied to us, told us we wouldn't. You ended up getting us sued. And on top of that, you're not here when we need the help. You're unavailable, which is amazing. And then they get butthurt. Like, I thought it was hilarious, though. You said with math, and I just think it's funny. They don't understand that you can put a transcript into Word, which is actually that's the native way programming using. That's the way it kicks it out. I can kick it out in whatever version, but typically it'll kick it out in Word first, and I just go through and I search different things, you know, that way. And then afterwards, if I find something that I need to check out, because I don't understand the context, because they say some stupid shit, and I'll go back to whatever. But otherwise, nah. I swear though, some of the stuff that is in here it's so gross, man. You should look at you all should look at some of these transcripts. Like, just read through them. Even if you see some of their shows, like that, some of the stuff they say, I don't think it registers on people right off the bat. Because afterwards, it's madness. Craig, what's up? Thanks for the 10. Tug, where's Jay? That was actually, so to reveal everything, that was actually Jay in disguise. We were trying to see if he could pull off a Megalodon's foe impression. It looks like he did. Amazing, huh? Joan, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for dropping that super sticker too. Like I said, every stream, it's awesome to get one. I can show it to the kids. I love that. Thank you. And thanks for the 2 there. Thanks for the breadsticks. Breadstick money. Thank you. Appreciate that. Jack's mom. What's up, Jack's mom? How you doing? Thank you for the gifted membership too. And apparently, so I haven't found the issue, but apparently I missed a couple of super chats yesterday, and I did see like there was a 2 from Jack's mom. It said Christmas brought to you by Felons or Us, and there may have been a couple more. So if I missed a super chat, if I ever missed super chats from any of you folks, just to note this, that is not intentional, and I apologize, you know, because I like to hit super chat. I mean, again, what Here's another one I don't think I saw last time too. Yeah, there's there's a few. So if I ever miss, like I said, a super chat from you, it's apologies on that. Again, you all help with the channel, and that is really appreciated. But I noticed there were indeed a few that had been missed. I don't know if that's it. Ultimately, it's my fault no matter what. But I don't know what led to it. If I just skipped them or. So I've been trying to check both readouts. Jen, thanks for the 2. Try homemade lemon cello. Very easy to make. Let me see. What is that? I don't know what that is. Let me check this. 1 second. I've got to look it up. Just give me 1 second. I always I do. When you all make recommendations and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, mixed. So it's lemons for a neutral alcohol. Huh. Interesting. I myself don't really drink that much. So I can't remember the last time I have, to be honest. You know, with me and the kids, like I don't really do anything, but oh my goodness. Yeah, let's see. Bonnie, thanks for the 14 months there. Thank you. All the lawyers at 2L, and they still can't get it right. I know. They got all these freaking lawyers. I mean, for sure. They do. They have an army of idiots over there. And even with that, you know, it's funny. She's got all these people too telling her what they think will happen. And how often do they get it right? Honestly, you know, how often do they manage to get anything right? It cracks me up. Every now and then they'll read a document. Every now and then they'll note something, and it's like, finally, there's a document. But they tell people all the time. Well, I saw them talking about this one of their things. They were like, we show the receipts, we bring the truth, and if there's something you need to see, well, we'll show you the parts of it that you should look at. And it's like, wait a minute. So you're admitting you don't even show entire documents. It's so maddening, you know. It's so weird. See, Allie, thanks for the 2 there. Ooh, buffet bar. Buffet, baby. Get your buffet on. Thank you, Allie. Appreciate that. Appreciate you too. Thank you. Jack's mom, thanks for the 10 there. Candy fun for the girls, indeed. You know, she'll appreciate it. I think she fell asleep. She came back a couple of times, and after she came back, I noticed that she also didn't bring my phone back. So I'll have to go get my phone, but she may have fallen asleep. Channel Meme News, thanks for the 2 there. When you read Fleece transcript, please. Yeah, well, when I go through, it is funny because the transcript, it has problems with her sometimes, and it makes more errors. And when I say errors, it'll mess up some words, and sometimes like it won't pick up this or that, and you do have to go through. And that's why I say sometimes I grabbed the video itself, and I mean, that's simple. They have no idea how simple all this stuff is. Again, you know, what's really funny to me is they took, like I said, the closed captions off because they thought it would stop us from getting transcripts. You notice I have a transcript every day. It's no work. It takes me 2 button clicks. For real, legit, 2 button clicks in it. I have a transcript. So no problem there. Well, they were losing so many people that they turned it back on. And then when they turned it back on, I laughed about that. And I guess it hurt their fees. So they turned it back on. It's the same way with people subscribing to the channel, you know, for people to make comments. They had it for a while where you had to be a subscriber for a month before you could make comments. And you know what I thought about that? I thought, that's because of Michelle Preston. They were actually trying to keep Michelle away. That's when they really went in hard. But people started laughing at that so much, they took it off for a couple of times. And then people were asking legit questions, so they put it back. I thought it was funny, but I think they were trying to keep that out. But yeah, need that transcript interpreter sometimes too, for sure. Keith, thanks for the 5. Lip gloss for Tug. Ooh, I need the lip gloss for me. That's right. Candy for Buck. You know what? The little one actually gave me a couple of lip glosses. She was like, try these. She has this, she has a caboodle, you know, they look like a fishing tackle box, and it's full of those. I mean, she loves it. She absolutely loves lip gloss. Like, I can't even say it enough. She loves that. And yeah, again, like Smoking Cat said, Lisa thinks she can pass the bar. Yeah, like I said, take it in 2 days. Put it out there. Take it. No prep. You didn't say anything about prep or anything. You got to take it. So $500. Bam. Do it. Pass the bar. I'd love to see the score. Jake's Mom, thanks for the 16 months. Thank you, Jake's Mom. To appreciate that. Lisa has an inflated ego among other overinflated egos. Yeah, you know, chicken skin for the soul. Oh my God. There's your new book. Instead of like chicken soup for the soul, they need to do a chicken skin for the soul. I'm going to tell ChatGPT, remember, okay, I want to do a self-help book for narcissists called Chicken Skin for the Soul. Oh God, I'm trying something. Give me 1 second. Chickens. Oh my God, that'd be the greatest. The greatest one. Chapter 1: Reflections in Extra Crispy. Let me start by saying this book will change your life. It already changed mine, mostly because writing it meant I had to stare at my reflection in the microwave door for 6 straight months. And buddy, that's therapy you can't get from a professional. Now, some people might call me self-absorbed. Others say narcissistic. I prefer self-focused. Focus like a heat lamp over a buffet of emotional chicken wings. I am, after all, the main course on my own journey. Oh God, I'm gonna write this. Oh my God, it's got a couple more. Listen to this, is pretty good. People think enlightenment comes from yoga or silence or giving up carbs. Wrong. Real enlightenment comes at 3 a.m. in your underwear, eating leftover fried chicken skin and realizing maybe, just maybe, you deserve the drumstick and the thigh. Because self-love has calories, and I count them all as blessings. I didn't write this book to help you lose weight. I wrote it to help you gain perspective and maybe a little confidence in your double chin. You can't spell self-improvement without self, and you can't spell fried without I'd, as in, I'd like another piece of chicken skin. So grab the napkin, friend. Life's greasy. Let's dig in. That's great. Oh my God, that's going to be good. I'm going to make a freaking book out of that. Oh Lord, that's going to be amazing. Chicken skin for the soul. That is the trademark pending, by the way. That is mine. Maybe not. It is good to see you. Maybe not, by the way. For real. It always puts me in a great mood to see you, your avatar, the name, everything. Thank you for being here. Drop 10 giftos too. So you not only bring that, but you bring, you bring smiles to other people too. Thank you. Keith, thanks for that. She could be a paralingual, parabolically parachuting into pragmatic parallelograms. Let's do. I want to get a. Oh my God. Oh man. Here's a fake tip too. So here's fake tip number 1: manifestation through moisture. People talk a lot about manifesting your dreams, visualization, meditation, all that nonsense. But let me tell you a real secret. You can't manifest anything on an empty stomach or dry skin. So before I even talk about skin, I marinate. Like literally, I oil myself up like a Thanksgiving turkey because dry people have dry goals. The shinier you are, the more the universe notices. Ever seen a matte star? Nope. Stars glisten, and so should you. So I marinate myself like a Thanksgiving turkey. Oh my God. I start every morning by standing in front of the mirror, shirtless, holding a rotisserie chicken leg like a microphone and saying, "You are succulent. You are seasoned. You are enough. Extra crispy, but enough." By the time I'm done, the confidence is dripping off of me, sometimes literally. That's not sweat, that's ambition. Oh my God, this is the best thing ever. Oh, oh my God. I got to do one more. Okay, right. Let's see. Right in an area about a co-host, an actual cricket, and how great it was until it forgot its place and raided the KFC chicken skin. Oh my God. Here's the cricket betrayal. Okay, one more. We're gonna do this. So for a while, this self-help empire, it wasn't a solo act. I had a co-host, a literal cricket, small, chirpy, inspirationally. I found him one night in my kitchen, perched on a bucket of extra crispy, like Jiminy Cricket if Jiminy had been raised on on fryer grease and bad decisions. We hit it off instantly. He was my conscience, my hype man, my accountability partner, chirping encouragement while I recorded affirmations like, "You're beautiful, you're bold, and yes, you do deserve 2 more biscuits." He'd chirp after each one like tiny applause track from God. For a while, everything was perfect. We had chemistry, we had rhythm. I'd share crumbs, he'd share wisdom. He even had a segment on the podcast called Cricket's Corner, where he'd squeak out life advice like, "Believe in your leaps." Then came the incident. It started small, missing pieces, chicken skin. I blamed myself. Stress eating, I thought. Late night snacking. Maybe I was sleepwalking again. But then one morning, I caught him a red leg halfway inside a KFC bucket like it was the Ark of the Covenant. He looked up at me, grease shining on his little exoskeleton, and I swear to God, he didn't feel shame. And that's when I realized something important about success in partnership. Never trust someone who can jump higher than you. Shit. He'd forgotten his place, literally and spiritually. Fame gotten to his head. The chirps turned smug. The crumbs disappeared later and faster. Eventually, I had to let him go. Fired him mid-episode. Now it's just me, alone, enlightened, and finally safe to eat my chicken skin in peace. Oh my God. Oh, this is good. I'm gonna have to do a chapter about the about memorial benches. Holy shit. I'm gonna make like a little book of proverbs with it. Oh, this is so good. This should have happened a long time ago. Hey, what's up, Rida Juke? Thank you for the fun there. I've been wondering how you're doing. So I checking in out of the hospital after 2 weeks, finally feeling creative. Good. Get on that. Started writing a new book after a year. So excited. Love you. Well, that's great to hear. I've been feeling that too. The little one hit me up with a maybe I'll read a piece of it later. It's so odd. I might read a piece of something to you, like I'll just a minute at the end. Daily Dysfunction. Thank you for the gifted membership. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, Daily Dysfunction. It's always good to see you. Thank you. Patrick, thanks for the 5. Once LP's bankruptcy is over, John's bankruptcy should kick off. Remember, $2K for LP, $2K for JC, $2K for BBB for his pro bono services. Well, I mean, again, I've heard the I've heard that theory, and it actually, again, for the LPJC thing, it would make sense considering how much they hyped everyone else doing bankruptcy. So we'll see. We will see. Good to be here. Well, I'm glad to see you, Daily Dysfunction. It's awesome. I appreciate all of you, and I'm always happy, like, seeing you folks. It's having fun. It's such a good time. Andre, thanks for the 2. It's just plain and simple. It's a deuce. That's what he said. Excrementi, folks. Excrementi. Nanabe, thanks for the 5. I think a little P wouldn't turn on her camera, so the trustees won't see the new camper. Yes, that's actually that's actually a good idea with it. Like her not turning that on because they had picked up a large purchase. And they're talking about, again, I'm the last person that would judge a person for filing bankruptcy. Like I said, I've been there before. I've been there a couple of times, and I discharged a lot, a lot of money. Because like I said, I ran up a fucking hell of a bill for medical and everything else for my dad, of course. So I don't really care about that. What I care about is them using it as a way to try. Again, they kept telling us they were going to prove that the case that we're seeing, they had proof that they could shoot down everything Jeremy Hales was saying. They were going to show it all to us. We just had to wait. And they kept telling people over and over there was the hook coming. And instead of materializing it, they went this way. That's what bothers me. Emma, thanks for the 2. The Girls Progress email said, oh, yeah, I looked at that, by the way. Let me pull that up. I think that'd be cool to show. I love your word, man. I love, like, you folks are so creative. There's so many creative people out there. And I love when you guys do cool projects. So let me resize this real quick. So check this out. I thought this was cool. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Look at that little axolotl. Oh, it's so cute. And that little giraffe. The little one loves giraffes. She loves yellow. So those are awesome. Your designs, your work is great. I love it. That's one of the things I've never understood with these ecosystem weirdos. They've turned on so many people who make them things. And when I look at something like that, it's not just the creation. Like, you see people's time, energy, their effort. They put themselves into it. And I appreciate that about people too. When people go that extra mile and they give you something that, again, it's got their time wrapped in. I mean, money, when you buy something, that's your time too. But, when somebody creates something, they have an idea and they make it. I love it. I think it's so great. So thank you. Suzanne, thanks for the 5. And the creditors, Jeremy will bring a new camper. They'll likely shut down any discharge. Yeah, I don't. With the new camper, though, they put it under John's, all of his stuff. So with that, currently, John actually doesn't, he's not part of this right this moment, because that's how they financed it. They financed it under John. What I did think, the one thing that really struck me about that, again, they were asking for unsecured loans of thousands of dollars, right, for the camper. They were asking for $5,000 and more, when all the time they could have gone this route. Apparently, they could have gone in, had like $1,000 down payment or whatever, and a few $100 for whatever, a delivery fee, and only according to them, it was only $100 or like $120 a month, which seems crazy, by the way. I mean, like, if you think about that number, if you're thinking, if they make $1,000, I was thinking $19,000 or so would probably be, again, most of the campers, like the time that they talked about, it's about a $20K camper, right? So if they're making $120 for each one, right? that would be like what 158, almost 160 months, which is I think it's 158, which I believe that's somewhere around what 13 years, a little bit over that, 13 years and change. Like that seems crazy, man. If that's actually legit, I believe that math. Right? Again, I'm doing it in my head, but that if you're talking 19 years, they let you finance for, or 19,000, they let you finance for 13 years. Well, I mean, I guess they possibly could, but what's up? Maybe not. Well, can someone tell Todd and Megan to use essential oil and water for the Asian bugs, or apple cider vinegar and water and spray it around the windowsills and stuff, and open it? Huh? All right, I'll try that. I've never had any help or anything that worked with them, so I definitely will try it. Thank you. Maybe not do for real. I will definitely try it. See if it works. Thank you. What's up, Snowflower? Thanks for the 10 there. Watching the effery while my birthday is winding down. Hey, it's your birthday. Well, first of all, happy birthday on that. And second of all, let's bust out that song.
Happy birthday.
We never let it wind down, baby. Celebrate.
To you.
For real. Celebrate. Happy birthday.
May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday. We love to have you here. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Here's to
another million very healthy, prosperous years. Heck yeah. Love to you there too. I hope it has been a great birthday so far. I know winding down, get that in, dance a little, boom, yeah, dance in. For real. I hope you were having a great one. Rachel, 36 months there, baby, 3 years, 3 whole years. Heck yeah, I appreciate you. That is amazing. Thank you. That is absolutely amazing. Appreciate it. Patricia, thanks for the 20 there. Can't turn on the camera to record, but shows up on Mama's interview with no problem. Indeed. Isn't that wild? Like a lot of that stuff, because Zoom is so easy to navigate. So for them to be like, can't do it. It's like, yeah, man, I think you probably can. Travis, thank you for the 5. Got Friday for neck hopping. Best news, and love that you're on. You're on. Love this community. Mods. Hope everything is good with the family mod chat. Yes, indeed. Everything's going good. Crazy day again. It's always a lovely one. Also, Travis, thank you for buying it. Much, but here's small money for a log, bug for candy, whatever. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Never look at it as small, dude. Always. You all being here, again, that by itself is huge. And then going further, and again, you all make the channel possible. So thank you. Also, Patricia, I saw sent 20 for Venmo, and it says whatever. I appreciate that. I guess for whatever, because I think it asks for what's it for, and it says whatever. It's for whatever. So I like that. I appreciate it. It's funny because it came through. It just says whatever. Give me a second. Let me grab something real fast. I'll show you. I've been working on something. So let me grab it real quick. I haven't gone very far. I just got to get my laptop. I've got a travel laptop that I use, to, like, if I go somewhere, pull out and I write on it. But my daughter said that she asked me a weird question the other night. She asked me if there was any folklore about square cavities. And I was like, why? And she was like, well, I wondered, if there was anything, creepy about it, like a square cavity. And I thought, that's a weird idea. So I thought it would be fun to write her like a little horror story. I've been working on it. I've got about 10 pages into it. It's been fun so far. It's about 3,200 words so far, but it's been pretty good. She, I'm not sure how it will go. There's certain creepy things. You know, the whole idea of something in my mouth is creepy anyway. I always like materialization of dreams and stuff like that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get it. Next time we stream, I think this weekend, I'll go through some of it with you guys. You know, that way we'll probably be at a better spot for stopping. I think that'll be fun. But tonight, what I'm going to do actually is Shizzy live? Yeah. Let me check him real quick. Mr. Wiz Nut. No, 1 second. There's always this case is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. And you know, I have covered some crazy cases, some just absolute banger crazy cases. So to say this is, I mean, just the level of it, the fact that the insanity never seems to end, it just blows my mind. Yeah, there's Shizzy. All right. I'm going to refer you guys over to Shizzy. I appreciate it. And we're going to end here and let him know that Tug sent you. All right. We will see you tomorrow. We'll be over in Megan's channel. And thank you.